So, welcome to the a meeting with the guides. I am Ed Langan. I'm your host. I am a master mindset coach, a law of attraction expert, a channel, and a spiritual teacher. Other than that, I am just a regular dude, whatever that might be. And tonight we're going to have a meeting with the guides. I'm going to channel the guides and answer some questions, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun, and it's going to be interesting. They already have some stuff
Deep
that they.
stuff, Cynthia.
Yeah. The first thing that they want you to know and they want you to understand is you are co creating with love all the time. Now, what does that mean? What does co creating with love mean? And co creating with love means that you are always with your higher self, your inner being, your soul, whatever you want to call it. And you are always connected to that. Now, there is some belief in separation, and we may talk about that later, but you are always connected to your soul, and your soul is helping you focus and helping you create. So, all of your life is a co creation, and all of your life is a co creation with love because you are always co creating with your higher self, your inner being, your soul, source, whatever you like to call it. So that's the first thing that we want to remind you, that you are always co-creating with love. The next thing that we want to remind you about, especially tonight, is you live what you believe. And facts don't matter. If you believe it, it's true for you. And if you don't believe it, it's not true for you. And whether it's a fact or not really doesn't matter. Now, we can already feel that we're going to talk about multiple timelines tonight, and we're going to talk about many different quantum possibilities and those types of things. So we just want to remind you that you live what you believe, and you get to choose and you get to decide what it is that you believe. It is important that everybody know that they're creating their own reality. Now, there are some guides out there who want to say it's imperative that everybody knows that they're creating their own reality. We're a little bit softer, and we're saying that it's important that you know that you create your own reality. And there are also guides out there who are saying you have to control your thoughts. And we don't like that either. We prefer to say, choose your thoughts. You have so much more control in this than you realize. And you who are watching this video and you who are participating in this workshop tonight are understanding that you have much more control than you realize. And your thought is not the final manifestation. Your thought is an energy form. Your soul responds to you with an emotion about the energy form, the energy vibration that you're sending out. And from that, you can guide yourself, understand where your focus is, understand where your thoughts are, understand what you're creating. When you feel any positive emotion, you're in alignment with your soul, you're in harmony, and you're creating what you desire. Whenever you feel negative emotion, you are no longer in harmony with your soul, and you are creating something that you don't really like. And that's why it doesn't feel good, because your soul doesn't agree with you. Now, it's not an argument, it's not a fight, it's not anything like that. It's simply your soul is just not joining you in that thought, and you feel the tension of it. You feel the discomfort of it. We like that word better. Tension, discomfort. We like discomfort better. You feel the discomfort of it. And when you realize that you have, and the control word is coming in again, control over your thoughts, but we like to say choice over your thoughts. You can choose to focus back to feeling good and focus back into alignment and focus back into harmony. And that's really not that hard of a thing to do when you remember that you have the power of choice always. Now, your world has taught you to give your power away, so that's one of the things that we're helping people remember and helping people relearn, if you will, but it's more of a remembering that you always have the ability to choose your thoughts. The last thing that we want to say to you before we open it up to questions is, if you can understand this and take this to heart, it will have a very big effect on the rest of your life. And that is, when you think the question, the answer is created at the exact same time. When you notice a problem or a challenge, the solution is created at the exact same time. Now, Albert Einstein famously said that you cannot solve a problem with the same thinking that created the problem. You can't, there's no solution with the same thinking that created the problem. So when you understand that as you're thinking the question, as you're focusing on the challenge, as you're focusing on the problem, the solution is right then there being created in that moment. Now, humans are not taught to immediately start looking for the solution and start looking for the answer. They're taught, pardon us, to wrestle the problem to the ground, beat it into the ground, pound it into the ground, fight it into the ground, keep focusing on it, keep figuring it out, keep working, and that just makes the problem or the challenge bigger and bigger and bigger. If you can keep this thought not in the back of your mind, but in the front of your mind, and understand that when you create the question, when you face the challenge, the answer is it's done. The answer is there. It's done. And if you can relax into that and keep that thought in the front of your mind, it's done, you will move to the solution much more quickly, and you will have a much easier ride in your co-creating and in your manifesting and in your co-creating with love. We always end with the guides want you to know what?
That you're worthy.
That you're worthy. Yes, you are. Much love, light and love to all of you. Thank you for being here, and we will see you again soon, we're sure.